My boy, I wonder what's for dinner.
Today I decided to spoil you little rascals by teaching you how to make authentic Australian sausage rolls. Helping me cook today is my little sous chef Harold. Unfortunately, he's a product of fetal alcohol syndrome, so his soft spot on his skull never fully developed. It actually makes a good little ashtray, and surprisingly it's an exact measurement of 1 tablespoon, so you know, silver lining for old Harold here. Unfortunately, it's come to my attention that supermarkets are trying to sell you pig swill in the form of sausage rolls. As you can see here, we picked up one of these imitators at the shop. Alright, we're going to give them a little try. No. That's rancid swill and an affront to God. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make real sausage rolls. Not that swine food that they're trying to sell you. For the filling, I like to start off with a bit of beef mince. Ooh, look at that. This is my favorite part. Ooh, rare, juicy delicacy. You ever used to fight over your brother and sisters who got to lap up the dregs of the mince? Oh, there's still some in there. Delish. I also like to mix my meat with a nice blend of the meat log. Anything that's packaged like dog food you know is good for you. Looks so good. I'm feeling a little peckish, so. So good. Alright, so you add the meat log with the mince and then you start mixing it up. You just want to blend it together. You just want to infuse the two blends together so they live in harmony together. There's been a constant pressure on my skull in the past few months. I think it might be a tumour. Alright, once you've formed it into a nice little meatball, you get your industrial mincer. This is the final part of blending the two minces together to get the fine paste that's truly needed for this delicacy. There we go. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Once you're done grinding the meat together, it's time to add the seasoning. These are my seasonings of choice today. You can pause the video if you want to look at any of them. And you just want to add generous heapings of each, you know. Just add a little bit of this, a little bit of nutmeg, a little bit of Italian herb blend. And this is just to improve the taste of the product. I went a bit too generous on the paprika there, but I love garlic granules. Can never get enough of those. Never too much garlic granules, you know. Just a little spritz of pepper. And this is really important, just a tiny bit of chicken salt, you know, you don't want too much. Alright, at this step, I'd ask you to add breadcrumbs, but my local Woolworths was out of breadcrumbs. So I decided to substitute it with a bit of sawdust. Similar texture, similar great taste. You can just use that if you don't have any breadcrumbs at home. I like to measure out my breadcrumbs, so this is where Harold comes in. You just put it in his little soft spot there, you know. Maybe 5 teaspoons of sawdust, you know, you don't want it too crunchy. Harold's loving it, he's having a great time, you know. Blast for everyone. And you just want to mix that all together, look at that. I want to eat it already. Now these next 2 ingredients are optional, you don't have to add them, but I'd recommend it if you want an authentic taste. First up, we've got a little special sauce that I've been working on for a few months. It's been marinating in the sun, and it's just my little secret sauce here. As you can see, I've been working hard. It's been coming up quite nicely. I put a lot of legwork into getting that kind of volume. Ooh, that's a good viscosity. Look at that. Look at that viscosity. That is a good viscosity. Look at that. Massage that into the meat. It just moisturizes it. Keeps it nice from being crusty. Look at that. And at this point of the process, if you're feeling a little peckish, it's a good thing you don't need to wash your hands because, you know, Delish. Alright, for the second ingredient, you need to get your copy of Big Mama's House, a little bit of milk, about 8 ounces worth, and a blender. The reason why I said lay off the breadcrumbs a bit is because if you want an extra crunchy texture, you gotta add this. Add your disc of Big Mama's House into the blender. Then you want to pour in your 8 ounces of milk. Put your safety goggles on, secure the lid, and get blended. Alright, she'll be right. think she's blended well enough. Ooh, that looks good. Time to add your blended formula. Sometimes it gets stuck at the bottom and you just gotta fish that stuff out. Tell me that doesn't look good. Next up, you want your puff pastry. We're gonna assemble the sausage roll now. All right, you just want one sheet of pastry here, defrosted so it's malleable and bendable. And then you just wanna add your mince just along the center. So here, just make a nice little neat pile across the center. And then you wanna fold this one over and just slowly roll it. It's important for the top, you want to glaze it so you can see the juice in here. Just get that and just glaze the top of it. You know, sometimes I like to, you know, taste some of it myself. All right, now it's nice and glazed, we're gonna take it to the oven for cooking. All right, we left this to bake for about 10 to 15 minutes. I took mine out a bit early because I like it nice and medium rare. As you can see, it's turned out beautifully. It's nice and golden brown on the top. It's oozing a bit of liquid here. That's how you know it's nice and ripe. To lighten the mood. Shut up. It's still making noise. How is it still making noise? There we go. Now time to dig in. Let's have a little cross section. Look at that. I like mine a little medium rare. There you can see it's nice, still a little juicy, you know. Now it's time to take a bite. Bon appetit. Bit DVD. Oh, it's really, really good, surprisingly. So that's how you make a sausage roll, everyone. And then chef.